So before we get into things proper, I should mention something about the door from last time. I assumed it was useless. In retrospect, it was probably intended as a reset door in case you dropped the key somewhere weird. I maintain that it had no reason to exist though, just because the locked door was literally right next to the key that unlocked it, so it had no reason to even be a locked door in the first place. It could have just been a regular one, and it wouldn't have affected the level flow in the slightest. Anyway, salvete omnes. This is the Martian Geek, and welcome back to another episode of Super Mario World 2025. In the last episode, we did a lot of Cloud Sky, and apparently a Star World level. Or at least a mislabeled Cloud Sky one. Anyway, we're moving on to Cloud Sky 4. I don't know how many levels are in between this and the castle, but we have some Shy Guys. Point of advice, the Sniffets throw rocks to hurt you. You sure about that? I wouldn't call the things these spit rocks. And I wouldn't call spitting throwing, so... But anyway, maybe I can actually use the Cloud Flower this time. Somebody call for Super Mario Brothers 2? Okay, this... Oh. Good thing that was an enterable pipe, because I almost realized too late that that was a red piranha plant. Okay, we have an electric flower. I'll keep what I have. Granted, the power-ups I have right now are good for mobility, not so much for attack, but... So is this a secret exit path? Because that didn't seem like much of a bonus. Guess not. I don't know, reward structures in these games are kind of funky. Hey, I get a chance to eat one of these. I can stomp, I can fly, I can spit fireballs. All of the powers. Your powers combine. I am Captain Disco Shell. Combine. Ooh, you know, I could take that. I just don't need to. Maybe on a second go round, if I don't find the secret exit first. Also, isn't that basically the same arrangement of blocks that was at the start of 1-1 in the Lost Levels? And I am just doing a lot of jumping over stuff in this level. Occasionally punctuated with jumping on stuff. Oh hey, a blue shell. A blue Koopa, so I can fly while I fly. Oh hey, a secret exit. Well, there must be at least one more level here, because that was the secret exit. Well, I'll take the Yoshi wings this time, but I still want to see what the rest of the level was, so... Let's try to hang on to this blue Yoshi. Fly through the level. And then... fly out of the level. I forget if we've seen the Yoshi wings in this game. Well, this seems to be an unedited Yoshi wings area, so... And after this, I will have a blue Yoshi. I did beforehand, too, but, he's still blue. Yeah. Oh, that did count as a normal exit, too. Okay, but I want to see the rest of the level. Also, that has got to be the most pointless secret exit in the game yet. I mean, I can't judge too harshly because I've done that kind of thing. But still, you're skipping only one level. Oh, don't want to hit him this time. I almost jumped into him unintentionally. Imagine if these are all spinies. The level would not actually be that much different. Oh hey, giant Shy Guy. And is that supposed to be a sprite-only block? Because that's an interesting graphics choice for it. Also, you probably could have gotten away with just leaving the springboard on the ground. I think it would have still bounced Mario high enough to get the 50. Anyway, we've demonstrated 3 different ways to get through Cloud Sky 4. But there will presumably only be one for Cloud Sky 5. Probably should have taken that just because it's the power-up of the level. You know, it could have been interesting if the original game had used the on and off switches for anything besides line guides. I mean, that's... Oh. Double whammy. Oh look, Cloud. I really should have seen that one coming. You know, it's a good idea to, upon making a platform, actually stay on that platform. But yeah, like the on-off switches... No, I guess I was gonna say, there's also the layer 2 on-off switch thing in Ludwig's Castle. But I think those are the only 3 levels in the game that had one. The second room of Ludwig's Castle, Donut Plains 3, and Way Cool. At least I can't think of any others. Not that this hack exactly uses them in any terribly interesting ways either. Here, hit this switch before moving on so that you actually can move on. Yeah, I still don't get the physics behind these things. Oh, it's a good thing I got that 1-up back. I was running a little low. You just hang around there for a bit. Yeah, you know, I don't know if being able to freeze platforms with this is a good thing. Seems like it's been more of an impediment than a help. I can see it being useful for, like, falling platforms, but I don't think that's actually come up yet. I wonder if you could freeze donut lifts with it. I don't think we've actually seen any of those in this game, but I could be wrong. Ah, frozen in midair. We have the Spark Shock. Mega Man 3 is one of the games in that series that I haven't actually played on the channel yet, but people will get the reference. Okay, number 7, Ludwig's Castle. The last standing Koopaling. Okay, you cannot shock the dry bones. Well, bones don't conduct electricity, right? At least not very well. And the same goes for thwomps. You know, I feel like this game hasn't really... Also graphical glitch. Hasn't really made use of the Cloud Flower much. It's just been kind of there. Like, I don't think I've even seen any bonuses that required it to get to or through. Lots and lots of poison mushrooms in here. Okay. Well, ask and you shall receive, I guess. And I take it that is not actually a cloud block, but rather something that gives you one more cloud. So, why does it look exactly the same as a regular cloud platform, huh? What's the deal with that? But hey, at least it's finally seeing some use. And that was almost bad. Oh hey, and there's that layer 2 on-off switch thing. You know what, actually... Just in case the timing on this is worryingly strict, let's do that so that it has to rise first, and we get more time to get through here. Run away! Run away, hurry! Well, I gotta say, that was a more fleshed out usage of that than the original game, Ludwig's Castle, was. And speaking of Ludwig, we have a vanilla Ludwig battle. I mean, he is probably the most interesting Koopaling. I guess I never thought about the fact that, or didn't until recently, that it's Ludwig's Castle and we have a Layer 2 on-off switch section. Even though it's castle number 7 instead of 4. Also, was it a palette glitch with the item box? Maybe I should have added the fortress to this episode, because this is like half the length of the previous one. Ludwig Koopa's composing days on castle number 7 have come to an end. You know, I'd say they're a native English speaker that used the wrong preposition, but you know, it was a sky castle. He could have been on it. Now Mario goes to Desert Island to look for the entrance to Bowser's Valley. Okay, so we'll get at least one more level, it looks like. Yeah, okay. We'll do these two. What comes after World 7? Why, a beach level, of course. With dolphins that are spaced too far apart to effectively use it as platforms. And honestly, dolphins are another underused sprite in the original game. They were only the focus of one level, and I think they were in, what, one bonus room also? And, like, several enemies in Super Mario World, actually. Dang it. They never showed up in any other games. Come on. 2D Mario for the Switch 2. It goes back to the classics. Keeps the good level design, reasonable challenge, like harder than Wonder but easier than the Lost Levels, and brings back some enemies that we haven't seen in a while. Like, where are Super Koopas? They didn't show up in, as far as I know, any other games. Yeah, see, even ROM hack creators know how much the flying cheap generator sucks and give you a start to deal with it. Or even 2 stars. Also another very good level for 1-up farming. I'll keep the Cloud Flower. Yeah, nothing about that level warranted its placement between Worlds 7 and 8. I can only assume it was supposed to be earlier in the game, but the hack creator just couldn't find a good place for it. Also, Ghost House 6. Let me guess, this will be the first Ghost House without a secret exit? And I'm guessing that's not a real door. I wonder if this is the one I was thinking of. Well, we'll find out together. Boomerang. We immediately lose the boomerang. That boomerang will not be coming back for a while. And she wept, for she knew her boomerang was gone forever. There was nothing left to console her but a poison mushroom. Or something like that, I don't know. And another poison mushroom, and more fake doors. Oh hey, a real door! Amazing! And another boomerang suit. Kinda interesting. What if Forest Ghost House had multiple stories? Boos are in the way. Okay, this is why having the SA1 is not always a good thing. Should not have gone for that. In all fairness, it was nearly impossible to get through there without spin jumping off something. Okay. That looks like it should go somewhere, but it doesn't. I don't think I'll need this springboard for anything else, but you never know. It's my companion springboard. Is that a power-up? Yes. Yeah, you all go over there. So I and my companion springboard can exit this place. Oh yeah, I didn't even notice that I got a bonus game. We won't be getting all 8 this time, unfortunately. Or 9, depending on how you count them. One-ups versus, or I mean, lines versus panels. Sunky ghost... Wait, Sunky? Sunky ghost ship? You mean sunken? What? Okay, so there are more levels than I thought before Bowser's World. Bullets in the way inside this ship. I don't see anything to the right, so I'm not gonna look. Well, there goes my easy swimming. And telefragged. It's weird, I feel like I've had way more trouble with this thing in this game compared to the original. I forget if this is the only place where it's shown up, but... I know there's at least one other level in the game that uses the reappearing boos. I just don't remember if it's before or after the wipe. So I don't know if you all have already seen it yet. Fell for it. And that would have been the perfect place for a regular power-up, too. Oh, and the Eerie respawn. Well, that is less than ideal. Big Boo and his fat hitbox. I'm not sure if you can scroll the poison mushrooms off screen, but you can certainly make them fall off ledges. Man, I am just getting a sense of deja vu here. Within the level. Like, maybe this ghost ship should have stayed sunky. Gee, I wonder if I've gotten 30 coins in the level. Oh wow, I have! Okay. We finished the sunky ghost ship, and next time we'll be in Bowser's Valley. So I'll see you then.